You like her, but for some unknown reason, you just can't make that commitment. We'll talk about it next. Welcome. I'm Brad Schepisi, and here we respond to St. Dominic's challenge to all men to be the hammer, not the anvil. We do that through discipline, mission, prayer, and brotherhood. Today, we're discussing why guys, maybe you, struggle to make commitments. If you like this video, hit that subscribe button to be notified when we release a new video. And remember, if you don't hit that notification bell, YouTube will not take your subscription seriously. Stick around to the end of this video for a bonus tip if you need a boost in your prayer life. Gentlemen, you can't deny that a lot of guys today have trouble making a commitment. Now, I don't mean to suggest that every man out there is playing games, but maybe subconsciously, they might want to keep all their options open, just in case something better comes along. Now, there's no denying that we live in a pretty hedonistic society. I want it all, and I want it now. Society is definitely focused on pleasure, and more pleasure, because we never can get enough of pleasure. We will never be satisfied. And therefore, we keep searching for more pleasure. You have a society filled with young men focused on pleasure. And this is where the problem starts. They do see women as a source of that pleasure. Now, I'm not suggesting that every guy has evil intent, but our culture has embraced hedonism, and it has subtly crept into all of our thinking. As men, God gave each of us a mission to conquer and defeat. But now we have a society filled with hedonism. So men, unfortunately, have misappropriated their mission to conquer, and they are using it against the women that God has brought into their lives, confusing love and pleasure. And they've seen it as something to be consumed, something to be possessed, something to conquer. Our mission in this life should be formed by our relationship with God, not by a hedonistic culture, not by a society that has confused love and pleasure. You have a mission from God to love her, to protect her, to provide for her, not to defeat her, not to consume her. Your mission from God is to love her, to serve her, to lay down your life for her, like He laid down His life for the church. Ephesians 5:25. His entire life was a model of your mission. Did you know that one of the ways that she comes to know the love of Christ is through the way you serve her? I got to say that again. Did you know that one of the ways that she comes to know the love of Christ is through the way you serve her? Think what an awesome privilege that is. She can come to know Christ better through you. Or she may struggle in her relationship with Christ because you treat her like an object. She may struggle with her relationship with Christ because for her entire life, men have treated her like garbage. Gentlemen, do not hunt after her. Do not pursue her like a trophy. Do not conquer her like a battle. Why did God give us this desire to conquer? We'll discuss that in another video. But it wasn't to conquer her. Your job is to serve her. Stop chasing unrealistic ideals. Stop chasing pleasure. It's a bottomless pit. You'll never be satisfied. Instead, focus on becoming a better man for her. Thanks for sticking around to the end of this video. I promised you a prayer tip. If you are struggling through your prayer, if your prayer life is just kind of teetering, well, I've got a little tip here that might help you out. Jesus said, where two or more are gathered, there He will be in the midst of them. Pray every day with the church. Think about it. Around the world, this entire church is praying. What are they praying? Of course, they're praying the Mass. Many of us go to work. We can't go to Mass every day, but you can read the readings every day on your lunch break. The church is praying the Liturgy of the Hours. There's a learning curve, but go with me on this. Also, don't forget the Rosary. The entire church is praying the Rosary. The joyful mysteries on Monday, the sorrowful mysteries on Tuesday. You know the drill. But here's the point. The whole church is praying. Instead of being a man on an island all by yourself, unite your prayers to the church and pray with the church through the Mass or through the Liturgy of the Hours or through the Rosary. Unite your prayers with the church and see what the Holy Spirit does. So, what do you think? What are some of the reasons guys have trouble making commitments today? Share that in the comments below, because this is a brotherhood. Remember, a man on an island is a dangerous thing. Your comments below is another man's lifeboat. Also, don't forget to subscribe to be a part of this community, and until next time, be the hammer.